Canvas to Can joined with Trey Tucker from Cincinnati. I just wanted to ask you process before the Senior Bowl. What were some things you were trying to practice for coming in here?
Just really staying on my footwork. I think everyone knows that I'm really, really fast. So just being able to get in and out of breaks, which is something I've been focusing on. And it's been a process over years, not just this month, but just decided to show it.
Awesome, man. I want to say the playlist yesterday for practices was kind of all over the place. Is there one song that you like to hype yourself up to before you get to the Senior Bowl practice?
It's funny because our coach is actually bashing me for the playlist. But no, I don't really. I was locked in. I wasn't really. There's sometimes there's music out there like, oh, it's cool, but yesterday was one of those days where I was just zeroed in, didn't really hear about the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, you seem to have a pretty good social media presence out there. A lot of people like what you're doing out there, love the clips. Everyone loves watching 1v1s, but is there a certain girl out there that you thought you just absolutely killed, or was your favorite out there?
I went into the mindset of killing every part of practice. I understand that one-on-ones are nice, everyone loves it. I'm actually not on social media this week, so I didn't really see what they were saying, but that's good. But yeah, the mentality is to go into practice, whether I'm catching punts, dominating that, or I'm doing home runs, dominating that, shoot. Individually, dominating that, even the stretch, warm up better. So that's kind of my mentality, and I don't take any part in practice like that.
I love it. As far as your skill set goes, is there any pro that you try to mirror your skill set after that you want to be like or something?
Yeah, 100% Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And not just because, everyone, Tyreek Hill, you're fast. He says, no. Like, just watch him run routes. It makes everything easy because how fast he is, but how good he comes out of his breaks. How he can set people, how he can move corners. I try to replicate that, obviously, on myself and he's himself, but definitely try to steal things from himself.
Absolutely. Barnabas, you got any questions yourself?
Thanks for joining us here. Bennett from Oregon State. Can you tell us a little bit about your process about getting ready for this week? Obviously, it's a big deal and it's a busy week, so how did you prepare for it?
So my process was a little different than others because I had surgery fresh out of the season. Like literally, 2 days after we played Oregon, I had surgery on my thumb. So leading up until probably this past Friday or Saturday, I didn't even know if I was coming, if I was going to show up because my thumb. But I ended up doing some impact testing and stuff, so I got cleared and it was just a go from there. So it was a little different for me.
For sure, glad the recovery process is going well. Are there any sort of, I guess it's a little bit different for you, but are there any sort of weaknesses in your game that you want to show scouts throughout this process that you have improved upon and will solidify your game?
Yeah, the only one that I can't show that I really would like to show is just tackling. I don't even know how much we will in the game. I know it's going to be a little different because everybody's still getting ready for the combine, but I can't really show tackling. Other than that, I think I'm pretty good. I think I can play press man, I can play zone. If you're looking for somebody that can cover it, I'm right here.
So you mentioned that I'm a Cowboys fan. I've watched a lot of your brother. Obviously Oregon State's kind of a family affair for you guys. How does your game compare to your brother, but also maybe your cousin? How does you can also talk about maybe how the coaching is maybe similar and different here than it is at Oregon State.
Yeah, I think the coach is pretty similar. We got NFL coaches. My corner coach, Coach Perkins, came from Tampa. Blue Adams, our other corner coach, he was in the league for a lot of the time, so they bring a lot of the same philosophies. But in terms of my brother, having him around and just talking to him every day just helps me a whole hell of a lot because he's been there, he's been through this process. Well, not necessarily the Senior Bowl, but the whole draft process and getting drafted. So I take his advice and take it to heat. So.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good practice. So you're talking to a lot of front office folks and scouts this week. What's one thing that you want every person you talk to come away with about you as a player and about you as a person?
Well, me as a person, that I'm just a good kid. I'm a football guy. I live and I breathe football. I don't really do anything else. I don't really go out as much. I just want them to know I'm a football guy. In terms of the actual game of football, just know I can stand in front of guys one-on-one. I'm not going to get beat often, and that I can compete.
So wrapping up real quick, we've been listening to music that's been kind of popping out during practice, but what's your hype-up song?
That's hard. I listen to a lot of music, so...
Give it all.
Right now, what did I listen to yesterday? I listened to Honcho Obstacles before I came out, so...
Yeah. I just want to ask, first of all, what was your process like preparing for this week?
It's been kind of like the same process a little bit to an extent, because I was training, training for the combine as well as the senior. So just kind of getting best of both worlds. But, I played in the bowl game, so I still kind of had that, football, feel with me. But, my preparation been good. It's definitely been good.
Yeah, it was awesome to see you finish off that season with that pick, man. That was awesome. What are some things that you're really trying to highlight for the Valleries this week? Obviously, you've shown what you've shown on tape. What are some different things that you want to show Valleries that you can do out here this week?
Really, I just want to show them, the type of person I am, because a lot of these teams really don't know, who we are yet. And so, but on the field, I just want to show my versatility, show my speed, and just, show my ability to just kind of stay sticky in coverage and, just continue to be who I am.
Yeah, I think one of the big selling points that Locks always tells people on is, hey, we're going to develop your sons, right? To go to the NFL, right? So, how has this week's process been a little bit different than what you experienced with Coach Locks and Coach Edwards and all those people at Maryland?
It's been different, because that's college, so we're stepping in a whole different type of field now. So it's definitely helped a lot, things that they Coach Locke always harps on, being a smart, tough, reliable player. And so I know that's going to be able to translate to the league, but just kind of being true to who I am. That's going to take me where I need to be.
For sure. What are some things that you wanted to work on and improve in order to better your draft stock and sort of in the process?
I really wanted to turn some of those PBUs to picks, a lot of them picks, for sure. But definitely just kind of showcase my ball skills, and just keep my hands on the ball this week and just show them that I can be a ball monster.
All right, just to wrap up, what is one thing you would want to tell a GM? Obviously you're doing interviews as well, but just one thing that you're saying, this is me, right? Because you want to say, teams want to get to know you in person. Yeah. So what's one thing that you want to tell the teams?
A player that's a hard worker, has that, professional mentality already. That's ready to do anything to help the team win. That's special teams, that's playing inside, that's playing safety, corner, whatever. I'm here to just try to make the team happen. You can get all of me, and I'm just ready to work.
All right, thanks so much for your time. Player from FAMU. You're listed as a linebacker on the roster, and I've seen you play all the way around. Can you describe what you're best at on the football field?
I'm really just good at playing the edge, and right now they got me as an open-side defensive end. It's called the jack, but hopefully I get to work at some Sam linebacker, which is the outside linebacker to the open side of the field, and I'll be covering tight ends, running backs, and still setting the edge from that side. But I just have a little bit more coverage responsibility just to show my versatility. But right now I'm just a jack right now.
Okay, that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your preparation process for this week? Obviously, it's a little bit different than your day-to-day football process.
Yeah, well, my preparation really, I've been at XBE in Fort Lauderdale, just getting bigger and faster and stronger, stuff like that. So really, for me, I knew physically I took care of what I needed to do. It was just a mental thing for me, just to calm down, not think about it too much, and just play football, play my game of football that I always played. So I just try to take it seriously, but not making such a big deal to where I'm making myself nervous and just making pointless mistakes because I'm thinking too hard and stuff like that. So I really just was able to get comfortable with just hanging out with these guys and just chilling with them and knowing that some of them just as nervous as me, even though they played at this level their whole lives. So really it was a mental preparation, but going into practice, I got those jitters out probably after the first stretch or something like that. I just felt like I belonged. So it was good to get that experience.
Yeah. How does the coaching compare? What are some of the similarities and differences between coaching this week and you had at FAMU?
Well, I got really great coaches at FAMU, so they did a good job of going to internships and clinics and stuff. So a lot of that stuff that they say, the stuff that these NFL coaches are saying, but it's just these guys got a lot. They do have a lot more knowledge, but it's pretty similar. But one thing that stuck out to me was they said it's okay to make a mistake out here. Just don't make the same mistake over and over again. If you do make a mistake, just forget about it. Move on to the next way. Don't beat yourself up. Don't clap and be mad about it. It's football. You're gonna make a mistake. Dude across from you is the best in the country, just like you. So it's you're gonna make a mistake. You're gonna lose a rep every once in a while. So it's just you kind of forgive and just have a positive mindset towards the process of learning.
Yeah, speaking of improvement, is there anything you really want to target since the end of the season? Like, I need to work on this during the process?
Really just working on the run game, because I know that leading into this game, I was going to be playing against a really big O-lineman who dominant in the run game. So I just wanted to be able to show that I could play the run on that edge and be able to set the edge and help the defense out in that aspect of the game. And I just need to focus on, when I pass rush, just stick to my roots and stick to what I usually do. Don't try to do nothing new out of the ordinary, because I just feel like it's a different level. Just do what I do.
Yeah, that's a good point. And this week's kind of like a job interview for a lot of you, right? And so, can we ask you like your 30-second elevator speech? Who are you as a person, not just a player? Because we've seen your tape, right? We've seen you play, but who are you as a person?
Well, I'm a team player. I love the game of football, so like I just love being a part of a football team. I love being a part of like the brotherhood of being a football player. So like I'm really passionate when I play the game. And I'm always happy for my teammates, even though like they say we compete for a position. Like I want to see all you guys do good, because we all grew up as little kids wanting to play football. So I'm just a really team-oriented person. Like I'm not the type to like I won't want all the glory on the defense. Like my job, if I have a certain role in the defense, I'm gonna maximize my role just to help my team like be successful. I'd rather see my team be successful than just me be successful all the time.
Absolutely. And so we'll wrap up with this. You don't got the fan new band to hype you up here.
Yeah.
So what's the hype up song you listening to this week?
I ain't gonna lie, I listen to a lot of Rod Wave. People say he's not a hype person, but he kind of motivates me. Like he a motivational rapper for me. So like when he talk about like just what like he talks about like his struggles and stuff like that, and like making it, and like putting on his family and stuff like that. So like, I kind of relate to Rod Wave and just like being an underdog, his whole life and stuff like that. So that's one of my favorite artists to listen to before I go out on the football field.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time, man.